From Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. This is that real fun game where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. And to make sure that our players get a fair deal, I want you to meet two of the loveliest models in this business. Here they are, our Card Shark models. Morning. Oh, yes, but it's true. Lacey Pemberton, Susanna Williams. Ladies, let's play Card Sharks right now. And Susanna, if you would, please deal the red cards to our returning champion. And Lacey will be dealing the blue cards out to our challenger on the lower level there. And while they're doing that, we'll meet our Card Sharks. And here they come. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, for those of you who are joining us, we started this match yesterday. Diana won the first game, as you know, and Joe says, oh, heck. And Diana, tell everybody about yourself again.
My name's Diana Fouts. I'm a UCLA student, and I want to go into broadcast journalism.
What do you want to do in broadcast?
What do I want to do? I want to be a field correspondent and go out like to Iran or anywhere out and figure out what's happening.
You picked a nice place to go. That's great.
Cover terrorism.
Wonderful. You want to cover terrorism. That's great. Okay.
I want excitement.
Yeah, good. Well, you've come to the right place because you're standing next to a Smurf. Yes. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
They're laughing, but you see, that's his nickname, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. No, my name's Joe.
Oh, shucks.
I'm embarrassed. No, my name's Joe Molina. I'm going to Santa Monica College right now trying to get my electrical engineering degree.
You don't want to be a terrorist?
No, that's a little bit too rough for me.
Okay, because if you do, talk to the lady next to you. We're glad you're back with us. Now, each of you cut the cards backstage. I know you did that. The object of our game is to work your way across the board over here by predicting whether each card is going to be higher or lower than the one preceding it. And when we left off yesterday, we were in the middle of a game, or not in the middle of a game, in the middle of the match. Diana had won the first game. And remember, the first contestant to win 2 games wins the match and plays the big money card. So let's begin right now with our first high-low question of the day. And, Joe, it goes to you. Okay. So get ready. Here we are. We surveyed 100 New York City cab drivers, and we asked them, has a pregnant woman ever gone into labor in your cab? How many cab drivers said a woman has gone into labor in their cab?
I just met a New York City cab driver not even a week ago, and he said he had delivered 2 babies in his cab. So I say it's going to be high, and it's got to be at least, well, not that high, but 62.
62 out of 100?
62 said yes.
Cab drivers said that they have had a woman in their cab go into labor. Diana, will the actual number be higher or lower than that?
Well, I know it's popular in the movies and in screenplays and on television shows, but I think it's going to be a little lower than that.
You think it's going to be lower
yes.
than the 62? If it is lower, you get the first shot at the cards. If it's higher, then, well, Joe gets a shot at the cards. The actual number of cab drivers who said a woman has gone into labor in their cab is 31. You're right, Diana. It was lower. All right, Diana, here's your base card. And remember, you can change this card if you want to because you won the high-low question. Your card is a king. Good card.
I'll keep it. Lower.
Gonna keep it and go lower than the king. Here it comes. It's a 5. Now, got a choice to make right now. You can freeze and protect your position, or you can continue calling high-low. But if you goof, then Joe gets a free shot at the cards.
I'll say it's gonna be higher.
You're gonna go on. All right. Joe's to go on. It's gonna be higher than the 5. Here it is.
Yeah.
2. Not higher than the 5. And that means that Smurf gets a free shot at the cards. Now, Joe, you know you can't change this card because you didn't win the high-low question.
It's a good one.
So here's the card. It's
lower.
All right.
Lower.
Go lower. The man says.
Higher.
Going higher. Here he goes. It's a 4. Freeze or play?
Oh, God.
What are you going to do, Joe?
Freeze.
Gonna freeze. I thought he was going to go on, but he chose not to. All right, so immediately Joe has a lead in this game. You got to win this game. You know that to stay in this match. All right, here's our next question. Diana, we surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever lost respect for a woman because she was too easy? How many bachelors said they have? Pardon me?
I always get these, like, loaded questions.
There's nothing loaded about this question.
Okay, bachelors lose respect?
How many said, the question was, have you ever lost respect for a woman because she was too easy? How many bachelors said that they have?
Okay, I think that with the social mores, it would be okay for her to be easy, yet I think men still want some kind of a challenge. So I'm going to say 37.
Excuse me. Are you saying it's okay for a woman to be easy and men want a challenge?
Well, I'm kind of mixing those together and coming up with that number.
So you say 37 out of 100 bachelors said they have lost respect for a woman because she was too easy?
Yes.
Thank you. Joe!
Well, the way it is, every man does not respect any girl. I don't care what they say, they're not going to go out with her anymore if she's, like, real easy. So I'd say it's going to be a little
Who told you that,
higher.
Joe?
I do the same thing. Once I go out with her and she's easy, I say forget it.
No kidding. So you say it's going to be higher than that, huh?
Yeah, higher.
The actual number of bachelors who have lost respect for a woman who was too easy is 50. You're right, Joe. It was higher. I'm amazed at that. Because you froze at the 4,
Yeah.
you can change it if you want to. Do you want to change it?
No, it's all right, higher.
Oh, now
Higher.
you're going to go on with it.
Yeah.
All right, he says it's higher than the 4. Your card.
Oh,
Should have changed that card. And that means Diana gets a shot at the cards. And Diana, the king is yours to play.
I'm going to say it's higher.
Higher. Higher than the king. It's a 9. Not
I
higher
can't
than the
believe
king. No, no, no. I know what you did right then. I know what you did. You said higher, remember? Okay, that means we got to go on to our next question. Here it goes. Joe, we surveyed 100 people and we asked them, have you ever pocketed the tip left on a restaurant table by the people before you?
I've done it. My friends have done it.
No, come on,
Everybody does
really?
it.
How many people said they put the tip in their pocket?
Oh, God, I don't know if everybody will admit it or not, but I say 67 said they did.
You've actually done that?
Yeah, I've been short on change and I needed it.
You were short on change.
I'm short anyway, but...
I see. Smurfs don't steal money. He says 67 out of 100 people have actually pocketed the tip. Diana, will it be higher or lower?
I think it's going to be lower because those waitresses deserve it.
Lower than 67. I hope it's lower. I really do. Actual number of people who have pocketed the tip is 8. Yes, it's considerably lower. Now, here we go again.
Okay. This is the story. This
Yes.
is the story. I want it to be lower.
You're sure?
Yes.
I knew you'd say lower this time. It's lower than the king. Of course it is. It's a 6. Player freeze.
I'm going to freeze.
Gonna freeze there? All right. She's freezing right there. That way she keeps her opponent away from the cards. And here we go with our last question in this game. It's sudden death time. Someone must win the game on this play of the cards. So please keep it in mind. Control is very important. We surveyed 100 people. We asked them, if a boss is single, is it okay for him to date one of his employers? One of his employees. How many people said it's okay for a single boss to date an employee?
Employee or employer?
Employee.
Employee.
Yes.
How many say it's okay? Well, I don't think that's right in any sense of the word, so I'm going to say 22.
22. 22 people said it's okay for a single boss to date an employee. All right, Joe, what do you want to do? Higher or lower than this one?
I say it's low anyway, but I think it's just going to be a little bit higher, but I don't think it's right at
A
all.
little higher than 22,
Yeah.
you say.
Yeah.
The actual number of people who said it's okay for a single boss to date an employee is 68.
Yeah.
Much higher. All right, now.
Ooh.
Joe, you got a choice to make. You can change your base card and continue to play. If you make a goof, Diana wins the game. Or you can pass it on to Diana. She must play off the 6 and work her way across the board. If she makes a goof, you win the game. You want to play or pass?
I'm going to pass it. Pass
Pass
it.
it on to Diana. All right, Diana, you got to play it out with a 6. Here we go with your first card. What will it be?
Higher.
Higher than the 6. Your card is an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. Here comes an 8. Now, what will it be? Got to play. Higher than the 8. If you're right, you win the game and the match, and you'll play the big money cards. It's a 4. No! And that means that, Joe, you've just won your first game. Woo! All right, we've tied it up. 1 game for each one of our contestants. That means we play a tiebreaker game, and we'll do that when we come back right after this.
I was the whammy wrangler on Press Your Luck. I was in charge of keeping all the whammies under control until...
Stop it.
They were all fighting for screen time. But I grew to love them.
Cut.
When the show ended, they had no place to go, so I started the Home for Wayward Whammies. Now, we're asking for your support. Please, give generously. Please. Help me.
If you can't give, at least watch Buzzer.
And welcome back to Card Sharks. Good one going here. Diana's won 1 game. Joe's won 1 game. First player to win 2 games wins the match and plays the big money card. So that means it's tiebreaker time. We're going to deal out new cards from the same deck. And in the tiebreaker, we play with only 3 cards, and there'll be a maximum of 3 high-low questions. So the best of luck to the 2 of you. Let's begin the tiebreaker game right now. The question goes to Joe. Joe, we surveyed 100 women, and we asked them, have you ever returned a dress to a store even though you had already worn it?
Yeah.
How many women admitted they've returned a dress they had worn? What are you saying yeah for? You done this?
My mom does it.
Oh, your mother does.
Sorry, Mom.
You steal tips and your mom returns dresses.
I know a
Heck
lot
of
of
a
girls
family.
that do that. Not very many. I say 47 said they did.
47
Not very many
women
can
admitted
admit to
they'd
it.
returned a dress they'd already worn. Diana, will the number be higher or lower than 47?
Well, of course, I've never done this, but I believe that people do this. I know girls in my sorority have, so I'm going to say that it's higher.
I'll say higher than 47. Actual number of women who have returned a dress they had worn is 21, not higher. It was lower. All right, Joe, tiebreaker time. Now, remember, you can change your base because you won the question.
Change
it's a 6.
it.
He says, let's change that card. Your 6 now becomes a 9.
Oh, no.
Now, will it be higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower than the 9.
Lower.
Is it lower than the 9? Here it is. It's a 10. No. That means that Diana gets a free shot. Diana, you can't change the base. You must play. Here's the card. It's an 8.
Higher.
Higher than the 8. The card is a jack. Yes. Play or freeze. What are you going to do, Diana?
I'm going to go for it lower.
Go for it lower. All right. If it's lower, you win the game, the match, and play the big money cards. Lower than the jack. It's a 7. Yes. Diana, you are our champion. Come here. Come over here. All right. Good for you. Woo. Well, Joe, you won $100. We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you again. Don't steal any more tips, okay? Hello, champ.
Hi.
You're going to play the big money cards. We'll be back for that in just a moment. Welcome back to Card Sharks. This is our new champ. Diana, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
This is it. You're all set to play the big money cards, and Susanna and Lacey over there have a brand new deck of cards that I know you cut before we went on the air. Now, here's how we play our money cards. The $200 that you've won playing the games, yours to keep no matter what happens. But now we're going to give you new money to bet with, and we'll start you on the bottom line with $200. You must bet your way across the board by calling off high-low. And then, when we get to the second line, we'll add $400 of betting money, and you bet your way across the line. The minimum bets are $50, except for the final top card, where you must bet at least half of your dollars. And also, you'll have 3 opportunities to change any card you don't like by picking one of those 3 spare cards that Lacey is dealing out right now. So if you're set, I'd love to see you win $1 jillion.
Thank you.
What would you do with it?
I'd go to graduate school at USC in broadcast journalism.
That's right, terrorism. I forgot. All right, let's
I
give the
wanna be
lady
an adventurer.
$200. Good luck to you. With the right turn of the card, you can change that $200 into $32,000. Here's your first card, Diana. It is a 9. Now, you can play it or you can change it.
I'd like to change it with number 2.
Card number 2. All right, the 9 now becomes a 4. Okay, you got
Okay.
200. How much you want to bet?
I'm going to bet 100 that it's higher.
$100 that it's higher than the 4. If it turns out to be another 4 in the money cards, it's a push. That would be no loss, no win. Okay? Here we go. It is higher, yes. You have $300.
Okay, I'm going to bet all 300 that it's lower.
$300 that it's lower than the king. Your card's a 7. You've got 600. Change or play?
Lacey, I'd like to change it. Number 1.
Number 1. All right. Thank you, Lacey. The 7 now becomes a 7 again. Now what do you want to do?
I'll bet $50 that it's higher.
$50 higher than the 7. Your card is a deuce. No, not higher. That means you now have $550. The deuce is your base up here. And we'll give you another $400 to bet with. That goes there. You've got $950.
All of it higher.
All of it higher. Yeah. $1,900.
All of it lower.
All of it lower. King. Yes. $3,800.
All of it lower.
All of it lower. Here we go. Lower than the king. It's a 7. Yes. You've got $7,600.
I do?
The
Oh my
7
God.
goes up here. You can change that 7. You still got 1 card
I'll
left.
change it with number 3.
Here we go. The 7 now becomes an 8.
Oh my God.
You got to bet at least $3,800. You've got $7,600.
All of it Lower.
All of it lower than the ace. Of course it is. $15,200. You did it. All right, we'll be back with our champ in just a moment from now.
Introducing all-time Whammy favorites from K-Boz. The Whammy Fab 4, Whammy Presley, Michael Whammy, and many more. Not available in stores, only on Buzzer. Next.
Come.
Let's meet our new card shark, the Challenger. Come in here, Challenger. Hi there, Ed.
Hi, I'm Ed Mast. I've been a radio and TV announcer for the past 25 years.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, how come radio announcers do that?
I don't know, but you ever go to disc jockeys convention, listen to them clear their throats, trying to sound lower than the next? Yeah.
I mean, hi, dear, I'm home. Yeah.
My, doesn't that look delicious and nutritious?
So you've been a disc jockey, and you've been
everything. Newsman, reporter, the whole bit.
Isn't it a neat business?
It is a neat business.
I mean, here I am playing games with people. This lady just won $15,000, and you're ready to do the same thing.
Wonderfully well.
All right, you've cut the cards backstage. I know that we're dealing out new cards now. Susanna has already dealt those cards out from a brand new deck. And let's begin this match between Ed and Diana with our first question in game number 1. And Diana, the high-low question goes to you. We surveyed 100 married women, and we asked them, have you ever seriously considered having an affair? How many women said that they have? These are married women.
Well, there is a lot of adultery. I've been watching Donahue. I'd say 67 women have considered.
67 out of 100 women have actually considered having an affair. Ed, you think that number will be higher or lower than that?
Where's apple pie and the flag and mom and all these great
We're not
American
talking about
women?
mom, apple pie, or the flag, Ed. We're talking about married women.
Mom's married, though. Mom's married, too. I gotta say lower.
You think it's lower than the
yeah.
67? If it is lower, you get the first shot at the cards. If it's not lower, Diana will get a shot at them. Here we go. The actual number of married women who have seriously considered having an affair is 38. You're right, Ed. It was lower. And Ed, here's your base card now. Your card is a 10, and because you won the high-low question, you can change that card if you want.
Let's change it, please.
You want to change your 10? All right. The 10 now is a deuce. There's the card. Higher than the deuce. Here we go. It's an 8. Player freeze.
Freeze, please.
Going to freeze there. Okay. Ed will freeze, keep Diana away from the cards. And we'll go to our next question in this game number 1. And Ed, the question is for you. We surveyed 100 Catholic priests, and we asked them, do you believe people can really be possessed by the devil, as portrayed in the movie The Exorcist? How many priests said people can be possessed by the devil?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you. I wrote that one.
Jason Miller went to my college, by the way, who was in that movie.
I don't care, Ed.
Catholic University in Washington, D.C.
I just want to know how many people, Ed.
Let's say 76 priests said
people can be possessed by the devil. 76 out of 100. Diana, higher or lower?
Well, I'm still going to say higher because in the Bible, that is one of the facts that
you think it's higher?
Yes.
All right. The actual number of priests who said people can be possessed by the devil is 84. You're right, Diana. You are absolutely right. Okay, now, here we go. Your base card, Diana, is an ace. How about that?
I would say it's going to be lower.
Lower than the ace. Your card is now a deuce.
Thank you. Higher.
You're asking for help. No fair. Higher than the deuce. It's a 6. Player freeze. Stop right there. Okay. So Diana freezes at the 6. Remember, first contestant to win the game wins the $100. Win 2 games, you win the match. And let's continue. Here's your next question. Diana, we surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, have you ever slapped a man in the face for getting fresh? How many women said that they have?
I think that happens. I know I've done it.
You've
More
done
than
that?
once. Yeah.
You slapped a guy?
Well, not hard.
You just said, stop that again.
Your lips say no, no on all that. Okay. I still think 74 have slapped.
74 out of 100 women, she said, have slapped a man for getting fresh. Ed, higher or lower?
What are these guys doing to these women these days? A little lower, please.
You think it's lower than
Yes.
74? Actual number of single women who have slapped a man in the face for getting fresh is 28. Yes, way lower. Now, Ed, you froze right there at the 8, so you get to change that card if you'd like.
Please, yes.
All right, the 8 is now a 9. Not much better, but you got to play.
Okay, we're going to go lower on that.
Lower than the 9. Here's your card. It's a 4. Player freeze.
Play. I'm going to go higher.
Going to go up. He's going to continue higher than the 4. It's a 6. Yes, it is. Now, what are you going to do?
Number 6. Let's freeze.
Freeze right there. Okay, he's freezing right there. And again, that keeps Diana away from the cards, and we're going to pause for these words, and we'll be back with our last question in this game, sudden death time. So, be right back. We're going to have to finish this game tomorrow. Bob Eubanks and Lacey and Susanna and Gene saying, so long, everybody. See you tomorrow on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Capture Your Best Memories with a Polaroid. The Sun 600 comes with carrying case and coupon for free film. And a watch and Chex cereal with milk. Also look for the Chex snack recipe in this Sunday's Super Bowl Savings Edition coupon insert. And a cookbook. And take the cat out of frying. Reduce calories with Mazola Nose Stick, the only cooking spray made with pure Mazola corn oil. And a calculator and Velveeta. There is no single cheese like Velveeta in this Sunday's Super Bowl Savings Edition coupon insert. And a member of our studio audience will receive Chinon's 35FA Super Auto Everything 35mm compact camera. Just point and shoot. Autofocus electronics makes picture taking fun and easy from Chinon. And one of our polling groups will receive Gibson's portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action. Hygiene cycle, forced air drying, and energy saving switch from Gibson. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.